What's up, boys? Oh, am I being sexist? Yeah. What's up, boys and girls? How y'all doing? It's your boy T, and today I just want to talk about a game called Redfall. Now, if you don't know what Redfall is, pretty much, from what I've been hearing, think about Far Cry and Far Cry mixed with vampires. It just you pretty much a vampire hunter from what I'm looking at, and the gameplay looks pretty good. I actually am interested in it. Only thing that sucks about it is it's a Xbox exclusive, but granted I have a PC, so hacks. But anyway, here's the issue that people are having with the game because it's a controversy, and honestly, it's really fair for people to feel this way. People are upset because the game is coming out not really complete when you think about it. It states Redfall is launched on the Xbox consoles with quality mode only. Now, if you don't know what quality mode is, you have 2-3 different modes usually on game consoles. You have quality, performance, and RT performance. So, what quality mode is, what performance mode would be? Performance is don't really matter, don't really care about graphics. Graphics will take a dip a little bit, but your performance, as in your frame rate, will be max 60 or 120, whatever the max is for said game or whatever the console allows. Now with you also got, it's also clarity mode, but quality mode is to give you the best picture you can see, the best picture, best photo, everything. It give you the best picture you can see, but performance will take a hit. Performance will be, put on the back burner. So that's the difference between the two. Now, people are upset about it because Redfall is launching with on a quality mode and on performance mode. Xbox Series X will have 4K 30 FPS. Xbox Series S will have 1440p 30 FPS. 60 FPS performance mode will be added via game update at a later date. And the issue is it's going to be added at a later date instead of just being when the game is released. Usually first-person shooter games, a lot of first-person shooter games, pretty much every first-person shooter game at this point is released with 60 FPS. 60 FPS is the standard of most games. Now, I think there's only a handful of games that weren't released in 60, but most of them were like PS3 games, 360 games, like Borderlands 2 and pre-sequel with 30 FPS, I believe so. Some games are released with just 30 FPS instead of 60. However, usually you want competitive first-person shooting games to be 60 FPS. Now, granted, this game doesn't look like it's a competitive first-person shooting game. It just looks like a cooperative game. However, you still want a smooth feel when you playing a first-person shooting game. If you played 30 FPS is kind of choppy. Now, here's the thing, you won't notice it unless you play at 60 all the time. If you play 60 FPS a lot, then eventually if you try to go back to 30, you just can't do it because 30 just looks horrible. It's real slow. The refresh rate just ain't all the way there. For example, your iPhone runs at 30 FPS. Well, actually it runs at 60. But if you ever seen an iPhone 14 or iPhone 13, an iPhone 13 and 14, they run at 120 hertz. And you notice the difference between 60 to 120 hertz. So think about 60 to 30 hertz. 30 FPS is horrible, man. Go back to some old PS2, Xbox One, Xbox original games, and you'll see what I mean when I say 30 FPS is really horrible. But back then we was able to do that because not a lot of games had 60 FPS. The only games that really had 60 FPS were slower games and Call of Duty. Call of Duty was the only game that really had 60 FPS, and I believe maybe Battlefield had it. I could be wrong, but I think Battlefield didn't get 60 FPS to 2 PS4 on the Xbox One series year, console year. So people are upset about that. And honestly, so there's no reason in 2023 that game should be coming out without 60 FPS mode. There's been setbacks apparently. There've been a couple delays, and you telling me with all these delays you've had, you haven't got it to where you have, I don't know, you don't have a 60 FPS at launch. That should be the bare minimum of a first-person shooter game. The bare minimum should be 60 FPS. Now, besides this whole thing with 60 FPS and not releasing 60 FPS, which it really don't matter to me because I have a PC, so I can play at 60 fine. You know what I mean? So it don't really concern me. However, for people who don't have a PC, who can't play at 60, that sucks. That really do suck. And again, you're not going to understand it until you see it with your own two eyes. You have to really experience it. Nobody can really explain to you how 60 is different from 30. The best way you can do it is just, hey, it's choppier, it's slower. But 30 might look normal to you until you experience 60. And then you're like, whoa. Then you experience 120, 165, 240. FPS is really important. Frame rate is an important thing. Sometimes we need to stop caring about graphics all the time. But anyway, with that being said, I personally am kind of interested in the game. The game looks kind of fun. I watched just one video, Jack Fragg's videos, and he was like, giving it like a synopsis of the game, and the game looked pretty fun. Like if you get past the whole 30 FPS debacle, I'm pretty sure the game will be fun at core. Now, I believe that video was for like 2 months ago, so don't quote me on it, but I believe it was from 2 months ago. So there was I noticed some of the vampires weren't really reacting to him necessarily, but at the end of the day, it could just be that, hey, it was just an earlier model of the game. But when the game come out, I feel like it's gonna be really good. I'm actually excited for this game, and I just found out about it today. Again, is the 60 FPS thing a turn off? Yes, it is, and it will be, because a lot of people are not gonna buy this game now. People who was going to pre-order aren't going to buy it. There's people on Twitter that are saying, hey, you might as well just delay the game again. You delayed it before. Go ahead, just delay it again. Why not? And with that being said, I don't understand that either. Look, nowadays, it's horrible nowadays because game companies just make games and games and games. They just make them, but they don't make them good. None of the games nowadays really be good necessarily. Look at Battlefield 2042. It took 2 years for that game to get good, quote unquote. 2 years. And that game was probably in development for like 3. Well, you might as well add the 2 years of development too. It was development pretty much for 5 years, and it's just now getting good. There's no reason games should be like this anymore. Xbox, y'all have a whole bunch of money. I know y'all have the resources to make sure y'all games are actually really good and no issues. You can't be making mistakes like this. Y'all already don't have console exclusives, which I find console exclusives are really overrated, and we need to stop having console exclusives. I understand it's to push the max out of your console, but all you're doing is just segregating money. All you're doing is segregating a player base, and all you're doing is preventing sales that you would have had. Yes, okay, I get it. Somebody might buy your Xbox to play Redfall, but do you think people made out of money? Stop making, and it goes for Sony too. Stop making console exclusive games. Just make games for all consoles. You will make money either way. You will be making more money if you will stop making console exclusives. I promise you, you would make more money. If somebody was like, oh, I can play God of War on a Series X, somebody gonna buy it. There's just more fans that you can have to play the game instead of buying a whole PS5. Do you not understand how hard it is still to buy a PS5? It's starting to slow down. It's starting to pick up. People are able to buy some now. And I do respect the fact that people are able to pick up some nowadays. But you got to understand, PS5 are still hard to come by now. PS5, Series X, all that stuff. Give people, just stop making exclusives, man. Cause I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't buy a PlayStation. I don't play PlayStation for exclusives. I don't. I play PlayStation because my friends are on there. If my friends was on Xbox, I would get on Xbox. But they're not, so I stay on PlayStation. Now, do I prefer PlayStation? Yes, I would not lie. I do prefer PlayStation. I just like it. I've been playing it for a while. I played PlayStation 5. I played PlayStation since PlayStation 2. And I played the original Xbox also, but I didn't really fall in love with the 360 like people did. I know we're getting off topic, but again, stop being so stingy with games and just put them on different consoles. And Nintendo is the biggest culprit of that. Nintendo needs to stop doing that too. I swear to God, imagine being able to play Legend of Zelda in 4K, Breath of the Wild, 4K on your Xbox Series X, or your PS5, or your PC. Imagine all that, man. And let's keep it real. Nintendo makes their money off of the games they sell, not their consoles. Besides the Wii, I don't think now maybe the Switch and the Wii. I know the Switch be sold out sometimes too, but I don't even think it's popular like the Wii was. But with that being said, hopefully Redfall is actually good, and hopefully it comes back with a vengeance, and hopefully it can get past this whole 60 FPS debacle. But if it can't and it fails, it was doomed to fail because they should have just delayed it again. I mean, that's really it. They just should have delayed the game again. You might as well. Yeah, people are gonna be mad that you delayed it, but at least if you delayed it and you came back and it was 60 FPS, there were no issues on launch, everybody would look past it. Everybody would have been okay with the delay. But anyway, it's your boy T. That's all I had to talk about. Yeah. I want to wish, and leave a comment down below if you agree or what you think about the Redfall thing. Hopefully they figure it out, like I said. And also, hold on, I'm gonna call you out on person. I'm gonna call you out in video. Emily, you said, hope you had a great day, and I did have a great day today. Thank you. But anyway, hope you have a good day. And Emily says, hope y'all have a great day too. And bye. Also, I don't know if y'all noticed when I be saying that in bye, I be trying to copy August the Duck, because I like August the Duck. But anyway, bye.